What actually happens inside your body the moment you stop taking Ozempic? Millions of people have used it to lose weight, control blood sugar, and silence constant hunger, but most of them have no idea what the body does when the drug is gone. And the answer is not what most people expect. Because stopping Ozempic does not just reverse its effects, it reveals something much deeper about how the body controls hunger, weight, and survival, and why those systems are far more powerful than any medication. So if Ozempic is no longer in the body, what changes first? Ozempic works by copying a hormone the body already makes one, called GLP-1. That hormone is released naturally after eating. Its job is to tell the brain that food has arrived. It slows digestion, reduces appetite, and helps the body manage blood sugar. While Ozempic is active, those signals are kept consistently high. The brain gets a steady message that the body has enough. Hunger quiets. Food feels less urgent. Meals feel satisfying. But the drug does not stay in the body forever. After the last dose, levels start to fall. Within a few weeks, it is mostly gone. And when that signal disappears, the brain notices immediately. Why does hunger feel so much stronger after stopping, even when nothing else has changed? The brain is not a passive receiver. It adapts. While on Ozempic, the hunger centers of the brain adjusted to a new normal. Appetite signals were consistently lower. The brain recalibrated around that quieter state. This happens with almost every powerful input the brain receives over time, whether that is a drug, a habit, or a behavior. So when the drug is removed, the brain does not return to a clean baseline. It swings in the opposite direction. The contrast between the quiet, suppressed state it had adjusted to and the sudden absence of that suppression makes hunger signals feel much louder. Hunger does not just come back. For many people, it comes back harder than before they ever started. Most people think of stopping Ozempic as simply removing a medication, but the body experiences something different. It experiences a state change. The body had been running in a lower hunger, lower calorie environment. Digestion, appetite, and metabolism had all adjusted to that environment. They were working in sync with the suppressed signal. When the signal drops, those systems do not reset right away. They keep operating as if the suppression is still there for a short window. Then, when they finally catch up, they overcorrect. And this is what surprises most people. The intense hunger after stopping is not a drug side effect. It is the body detecting a sudden shift and reacting to the gap. Why do so many people regain the weight so quickly, even when they are trying hard not to? The human body does not see weight loss the way humans do. People experience weight loss as a goal achieved. The body experiences it as a threat. This is rooted in survival. For most of human history, losing body mass meant danger, starvation, illness, scarcity, so the body built powerful systems to stop it. Those systems are still fully active today. When weight drops for any reason, the body responds. The metabolism slows down. The body becomes more efficient. It burns fewer calories, and it tries to regain what was lost. A hormone called ghrelin plays a big role here. Ghrelin is the body's hunger signal. After weight loss, ghrelin levels rise not just for a few days, but for months, pushing the body to seek out food and rebuild what it lost. And this is where it starts to feel out of control. When Ozempic is removed, those hunger signals are already elevated from the weight loss itself. The drug was holding them down. Without it, there is nothing holding them back. The body does not have a goal weight. It does not know what someone weighed years ago or what number they won on a scale. What it has is a defended range, a weight window it considers normal based on years of history. When weight drops below that range, the body responds the same way it would if blood pressure fell too low. It triggers a correction. Hunger increases. Energy output drops. Cravings get stronger, especially for calorie-dense foods. This is not weakness. It is not a failure of willpower. It is the body's defense system doing exactly what it was built to do. And Ozempic, while it was active, was essentially overriding that system. When the drug leaves, the defense system comes back fully online. What happens to blood sugar after stopping? For people using Ozempic to manage type 2 diabetes or blood sugar problems, this part matters most. While the drug is active, it helps the pancreas respond to rising sugar at the right time. It slows how fast sugar from food enters the bloodstream. It keeps the system in balance. Without it, the pancreas has to manage on its own. And if the underlying issue, insulin resistance, has not been addressed through eating, movement, or other changes, blood sugar control can slip back relatively quickly. The drug was compensating for an imbalance. Removing it does not fix the imbalance. It just removes the compensation. Why does eating feel completely different after stopping? One of Ozempic's biggest effects is on how fast food moves through the stomach. The drug slows this process significantly. Food stays in the stomach longer. That fullness lasts longer. The feeling of having enough sticks around well past the meal. This fades within weeks of stopping. Digestion returns to its previous pace. Meals that once felt filling for hours now feel incomplete much sooner. For people who had adjusted to feeling full for extended periods, that shift can feel sudden, like a dial was turned all the way up. After stopping, the body does not snap back instantly. It recalibrates. This process takes weeks to months. Multiple systems are adjusting at the same time: appetite signals, metabolism, digestion, hormonal output. They do not all shift at the same pace. That is why the experience of stopping Ozempic can feel unpredictable. Hunger is strong one day and manageable the next. Cravings appear and disappear. Energy fluctuates. Weight can shift before the body settles. The body is not breaking down. It is searching for balance, trying to find a new normal without the signal it had been relying on. But this is not the full story. Here is the deeper insight. Ozempic did not create the hunger problems, the blood sugar issues, or the weight regulation challenges it was treating. Those were already there. What the drug did was introduce a powerful outside signal that temporarily overrode those systems. And when the signal is removed, the underlying biology is still there waiting. This is the difference between fixing a problem and managing one. A drug that fixes the problem changes the biology itself. A drug that manages the problem controls the output without changing what is causing it. Most current evidence suggests that Ozempic is primarily a management tool for metabolic conditions, an extremely powerful one, but not a permanent fix. That does not mean the situation is hopeless. The body is highly adaptable. Systems that have been out of balance can be recalibrated over time through sleep, nutrition, movement, and stress management. These all interact directly with the same hormonal pathways Ozempic was influencing. Some research suggests that people who use GLP-1 medications as a bridge, using the window of reduced appetite to build lasting habits, may hold on to more of their results after stopping than those who rely on the drug alone. The body responds to signals. Ozempic was one signal. What replaces it determines what comes next. Stopping Ozempic does not erase what the drug did, but it does expose how much of the result depended on it. Appetite returns. The body's weight defense system reactivates. Blood sugar loses its pharmaceutical support. Digestion speeds back up. And the brain, which had quietly adjusted to a different chemical environment, begins shifting again. None of this is a flaw in the drug. It is a window into how the body actually works, how deeply hunger, weight, and metabolism are regulated, and how powerfully the body protects its own biology against change. The question was never really about Ozempic. It was always about what the body does when it has to operate on its own. And that is when you realize your body was never passive. It was responding the entire time.